This is Redemption, an actual play podcast set in the Star Wars Edge of the Empire role-playing game system. As a quick note, we still have a few audio issues in this episode. As we have mentioned before, we have replaced the faulty gear that is the cause, but we have a few episodes that are still recorded with the bad gear. Now it's time for Episode 12, Under Pressure. Leaving behind the pressures of the separatist movement, the crew of the Krallet's Fang head for Kashyyk to report back to the Jedi Master Raze. However, the crew and Kaio's paranoia didn't quite ready them for what they found en route.
You get in the ship, you fly away. You're headed to Kashyyk. What are you guys doing on the trip?
So Tazi looks at the panel, takes a little sip of his flask, throws the hyperspace lever, and we're off.
On your way there, let's see. Tazi, are you in the pilot's chair where you are?
Yep.
Okay. What is Krell doing on the trip?
Just routine maintenance. Anything, reading, meditating,
Okay.
whatever. Probably there isn't a lot that needs to be done right now on the ship because everything's working the way it should.
Okay. What's Kaio doing?
Not breaking things. I'm inside of my the little surgery area, just making sure everything's kind of up, prim and proper, and getting all of my supplies ready. I mean, just making sure that everything got supplied as it needed to be supplied, because this is the first time it's been supplied. So
Okay. All right. So
We're being boring.
yes, Karel and Kaio make do perception checks. It's going to be hard though.
Wow.
Either
Success with 4 threats.
Okay.
So I notice as the hyperdrive explodes.
Nope.
failure and an advantage.
All right. Karel notices it's kind of odd. You hear A1 talking in the other room, but you know Tazi's in the cockpit, and you know yeah, because you can hear that.
Tazi is napping as usual.
Yeah. And you know Kaio, last time you saw him, he was sitting up in the gunnery bay.
I'm going to sneak down the hall and see if I can peer in.
Okay.
And see who A1 is talking to.
He's got one of your smuggling panels open, and he's looking down. He scrambles real quick and shuts and goes, "Hi.
Hello.
What are you doing?"
There is no way A1 can look inconspicuous.
Oh no.
Hello.
Yeah.
A1, what you got there?
Well, a lot of love for you.
I mean, in the smuggling area.
Nothing. I put nothing in there.
What is in there that you did not put in there?
A surprise.
Oh God, I'm not there, so I can't answer this.
I reach over and I just press a button on one of the wall comms. It's like, Kaio,
Yes.
can you come to the kitchen? I believe A1 has another surprise for you.
Wait a minute. I told him he's not allowed to do surprises unless he tells me first.
Did he tell you?
No.
Coconut.
Come and get this one.
Oh, Lord help me. Okay, I leave the surgery area and walk into the kitchen. Hello?
Krell's standing in the entryway just kind of looking.
What?
He's got something in the smuggling compartment.
What are you having
He
in the
says
smuggling?
he did not put it there, though.
What you have in the smuggling compartment?
Surprise.
Well, I told you we didn't have no surprises unless you told me what the surprise was. We promised each other.
It's a present that I'm not telling you about until the right moment.
We said that we didn't do that anymore.
Oh no, you said no surprises.
You said surprise. You've now broken you've broken the trust. You've broken our friendship trust.
No circle.
Now tell me what it is.
A1, I'm going to ask you a very important question.
Okay.
Is it a slave?
No. I was told I can't do that.
If you're lying,
Correct.
I will throw you out the airlock.
That sounds painful.
Oh, it's less painful. More
I don't think
just
you'd be
shut
very
off.
bored, actually, out there until your energy wore. Anyway, neither here nor there. What's in there? Answer, or we'll just open it.
I didn't do it. She did it herself.
I feel like I'm not going to open that.
I'm going to open it.
All right.
I walk over and just open it.
There's a woman in there and a small girl.
Hi.
Hi.
Cargo smuggle.
Don't be mad. We just needed to get away.
Kaio, it's for you.
No, it's not. I don't care who is or what is. It's not for me.
It's Sapphire.
That's not for me. Still.
You know her the best.
Does
No,
the
I
kid
don't.
look nautilin?
No. They're both human.
I'd kind of gesture for both. Come on out.
Okay. Sapphire climbs out,
Okay, so I totally had nothing to do with this.
and the little girl jumps out.
Jumps out?
Like
Like
Corel jumps
like
out.
Force jumps out? Or
Yes.
Ah!
like Krallet would jump.
I kind of raise an eyebrow. It's like,
We've created a monster.
oh no. I put the decking back and just have a seat for a second.
Okay.
Get Tazi.
Okay. Yeah, good luck with that.
Oh, I go. Why
No,
don't I'll go get him?
I'll get it.
I'll
No.
go get him. No, that's fine. No,
I'm
you
fine.
stay
I
here.
literally bolt out of the kitchen before she can leave.
A1 looks back at you. I didn't do it.
Yes.
I just found her.
And what are you? You weren't going to tell us?
She asked me not to.
You could put that panel.
All right, so I run up to Tazi. I take like a really long. I call it the poking stick because I don't want to touch him because he might like freak out and hurt somebody. So I just started like poking him with the long stick.
Replace that capacitor.
Tazi.
What? What do you want? What?
We have visitors. Is that a good way to put it? I don't. Yeah, it's a good way to put it. We have visitors.
Tazi looks down, checks the sensors. We're still in hyperspace. Yeah.
You didn't get dropped out this time.
Kark.
And if you were, it wouldn't be A1's fault this time.
Not this time.
Kark, what is going on?
Apparently, Sapphire has a little girl. You know, stripper Sapphire, the one that A1 tried to give us as a gift. Okay, I got more. I've got more story.
I think I slept through that.
I've got more. This is good. This is good. So she's got a little child with her, who happened to do the same jumpity jump that our other friend, like the super like bouncy.
Tazi
Worst
reaches for his flask.
Is this the charged one?
It is not the charged one. Kaio gets to see Tazi pour the flask into the front panel of the flight suit and hit what appears to be the liquid circulator. So instead of doing what some people would normally do in these flight suits, Tazi has filled that system with booze, and there's a little tube that just sticks out of the top of the flight suit now. So Tazi takes a pull off of his flight suit circulation tube.
Nummy.
All right, let's go deal with this.
All right.
So I'm looking at this one. Is there an obvious, mother-daughter?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
Awesome.
They have the same sparkling blue eyes.
Kaio and Tazi waltz into the old kitchen.
How did you get on board?
I knew I smelled coconut.
I didn't believe you.
Sapphire.
Sorry, I snuck on.
How'd you sneak on?
You left the door open.
We did not leave the door open.
That didn't leave the door
She's looking at A1.
I won.
He turns his head around, looks behind him. What?
You left the door open,
Well, they were fixing it. They had to get in and,
and
out.
you just totally let people walk on whatever.
Well, there was a security guard. Not my fault.
Girl walks out of the room. You hear footsteps, then footsteps coming back, and she comes back with a coiled up cable that A1 recognizes. It says, "No more plugging in for you.
What
You're
my
being
fault?
punished."
Why?
Stowaway. It's against
I
the
was
ship's
shopping.
regulations.
Well, I think you should report that to the security officer.
Right. So
Not
you
me.
want to go back to
Master
Grissom.
builder. Remember? Inventor. Not security guy.
right. Well, who's the
Member
guy?
of crew.
Yep. Not security officer. Maybe that
We
should be
don't-
one of you.
Oh, it's fun. A lot of hate.
I nominate Kaio. Second.
We left you to watch the ship.
But I had to go shopping. And there was a security guard.
We left
Never
you to
fix it.
watch the ship.
Aw. And? Yeah.
And now we have stowaways.
Uh-huh. And I found him.
Well, I mean, he does have a point on that one.
But he didn't report them to anyone.
Well,
No.
I was going to. I just found him.
When I asked you, you said nothing. I did not put it there.
you didn't want to get in trouble. I know.
We're going to talk about this later.
You could have
Right
just
now,
said, "Hey, look,
Okay.
I found stowaways."
we have bigger things to talk about right now, namely our two passengers.
Sapphire and Diamond. I'm gonna call the little one Diamond.
Sapphire, what's your daughter's name?
A1 says Tara.
How do you know the child's name?
Because I asked.
Oh, fair enough.
Sapphire, when did you first have a conversation with A1 on this ship?
About 5 minutes ago.
Wow, A1, good job getting all the information right away. Proud of you.
Thank you.
Well, I'm telling you.
Wasn't hard. Her real name is Jana.
Oh, all right. Hello, Jenna.
Hi, Demille.
Jenna, do you prefer Jenna or Sapphire?
Jana.
Jenna, what do you think? What in the Kark are you doing?
We
Language.
needed to get away.
Little kid.
Won't be the first time she hears it.
Or the last. Not on this ship. I'm just saying.
They were
Anyway, repeat yourself.
we needed to get away. We heard that the monsters were chasing those that can do the Force.
And we now have 2 of those things that make the turtles follow us. Great.
What do you mean 2?
Nothing. It's me. I'm a Jedi.
He's not.
The little girl, Tara,
Excuse me.
tugs on her shirt and just shakes her head no.
You don't know, you little tiny creature.
Hey.
She points at your hip where you're carrying I'm assuming you have a gun.
Yeah, no,
Oh.
not on me.
Well, she points at your hip.
Well, you know,
She
you did
shakes her
say
head
you
no.
carry that blaster everywhere.
Well, I have a blaster.
The giant.
Oh yeah, no, that's on my back. Yeah.
Really? In the ship?
Oh, everywhere.
It's got to be really unwieldy.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
He has a hard time sitting
Anyway.
in chairs.
Terrible time sitting in chairs.
That's why he hasn't been up in the
And the little girl's
Gotta
probably
read.
5 or 6 years old.
You don't know. I could be a Jedi.
She shakes her head no.
You're not.
in perfect
So-
synchronicity. Corell's like shaking her head no.
Stop it.
Well, the kid's not wrong.
Well, no, she is wrong. I'm a Jedi. Shh, stop it. Whatever. I'm gonna do whatever I want. I'm a Jedi if I want to be. Kid just walks away.
Okay. Corell, will you please take them to the common area and meet me in the cockpit?
Come on, let's get you something to drink or something.
Trudge back up to the cockpit.
Okay.
Trudge behind
Kind of
him.
shuffle them into the common area.
We've got more than bantha milk and powder eggs.
That's true.
We've got fruit.
Ooh, 4 cases of nacho chips, salty snacks.
That was Corell's choice.
No, salty snacks.
Oh yeah, that's right. He did want salty snacks.
Those are mine.
All right, you're up. You're at the cockpit.
Dibs.
I get them settled and then come out.
Okay.
As soon as Corell enters the cockpit, I try to slam the cockpit door, but I obviously can't slam anything, really. I think I'm a lot stronger than I am now.
Yeah.
Are you attempting to do that angrily?
Anyway,
One.
forget that.
One
And
point goes to his head.
And I kind of like, I shoulder the door shut. Tazi kind of bangs his shoulder against the door a couple times. You hear it latch. All right.
Carl reaches over, opens the door, and then with one hand just kind of slam.
Yeah, we know you're really good at slamming doors. We got it.
You see that a lot.
Trying to show you how it's done.
No, I see that. Thank you.
Yeah. You might want to
Anyway,
learn something.
No. Oh, I've learned a great deal today. That apparently, people can stow away on this ship super easy.
Apparently, we don't look for people. Apparently,
No, we should really probably make that one of our standard scans before
Maybe we need a security officer.
or we just make that part of our scans before we leave and go anywhere.
Right? No, seriously.
We should one of us. One
Here's
of
an interesting
us.
question: would they show up? I mean, they're in smuggling compartments.
Well,
they're designed to resist.
I was about to say
That is
one of
true.
us needs to check the smuggling compartments before we
Every time.
depart places.
How many smuggling compartments do we have on this ship?
4. There's 2 in each hallway.
Actually,
Yeah. There was 2 in each hallway.
there's like 7.
Or 7.
Tazi gets a really weird look on his face because he doesn't believe that there's actually 7 compartments. Tazi opens up a little drawer in the console and pulls out a really old book.
No, you gave that to Krell for Life Day.
Well, yeah, I didn't say that was the only copy. Maybe I only gave you like the quick start instructions.
Oh,
Push to start.
you cheap bastard!
Well, Tazi's now convinced that there are more than 4 smuggling compartments, so we'll be running scans for that later.
You find 6 skeletons of other stowaways.
Right? Exactly.
They couldn't get out.
So we need to make that part of the pre-flight checks. We need to check these compartments before we leave.
If you want, I could become the security officer.
You do have a big gun.
I do. I could do that. I could check for stowaways. I'll look in the wheel wells.
You
know, that
might
sort
be
of-
taking a lot on though. You're already medic and main gunner.
Yeah, well, mostly I'm gunning when things shoot at
And you
us.
tap on things with spanners.
That's true. You've been tapping a lot.
Right, so I guess that would be a good thing for me to do, right? Make sure that other human beings are not on the ship, or other beings aren't on the ship.
Maybe you could tap them until they leave.
I'm not gonna go there. Anyway,
With a kid.
That's not mine,
So,
obviously.
Jury's still out.
That's definitely a human child. I am not a human.
Yeah, but I mean, it could be mostly human.
That's not how that.
Maybe only certain parts are not.
That's
I
allowed.
really
I'm
don't
just
think
saying.
he's had time to have a 5-year-old child.
Do you know how fast they gestate?
Rolls analogy. Average?
Yeah, sure.
I hate it when Corell calls Tazi on his crap.
And he does.
As a matter of fact, yes, I do.
He very much does.
Nautilins spawn, every 8.5 months.
We're
Like, wait, how many months have we known you?
I believe we are an egg-based culture. where
Spawn, yes.
No, I was just saying. I'm just helping you understand.
Wait, so you don't know either?
No, I'm telling Corel like as a mystical, not information giver, not Kaio. Kaio's not telling her that. She knows.
We can't.
Somebody's going to talk to her and find. She cannot stay on the ship.
Oh, as soon as
we're not going to throw her out in the middle of hyperspace.
You know I'm not going to do that, but
Just saying.
We're making 2 brief stops before we
drop
get
them off
to
there.
the. We
Where do
cannot
we
drop
stop?
them off
Can
at
we
the
drop them
blockade.
Can we drop them off at either of the 2 stops, or are they both uninhabited?
do we need to?
I don't know where you
check.
I don't know where you plotted us to go.
Tazi will think briefly, and I'll make a check here real quick to see
Maybe
if I
Outer
know
Rim.
anything about those outer rim
Right?
planets.
Yeah, Outer Rim. I think correct.
Yep. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Difficulty, sir?
2.
Yay! 1 success, 1 advantage. 2 advantages.
New Epsilon, which is the first place you're going. There's life on it. It says it's split into 2 groups: the workers and the civilized.
That
Sure.
doesn't
If
sound
we're going
that
to the
great.
blockade, we can hand her off to the Jedi.
Oh,
You know that the civilized run things, and they're considered people of higher importance, and the workers are just people of low importance.
No, Corel makes a good point. We can. You're right. Given the girl's possible abilities, we can take her to the Jedi.
It's not possible. I saw it too.
She felt it. Don't lie.
I didn't see that part.
I
so
wasn't
that's,
really
That's you guys
trying.
telling me that.
I was just saying.
Tazi did not actually see that with his own giant eyes. He,
Do you ever see anything with your giant eyes?
sadness,
Pure emotion.
betrayal.
It's a story for another time, kids.
All right. What are we? 3 days out from?
Roughly.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Plan?
Plan is we feed them.
Are we agreed?
Yeah, we feed them and take care of them for a couple days, and then we'll leave them with.
I got hit in the
we'll
face
leave them at the
when you're online.
blockade.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
I guess I'll go talk to them.
Sounds
Are you officially like a guest liaison? Are we making that part of your position?
No, but I don't want to be the one to try and smack A1 around until he realizes that reporting stowaways is kind of his job too.
Well, you are his boss technically,
You're the captain.
but he reports directly to you.
On all things mechanical, yes. This is not a mechanical problem.
You had to move a plate to see the smuggling compartment.
Unfortunately, that's part of your ship.
All right, I'll talk to A1.
Duros up.
You're right.
Plus, it'll give you something to do so you don't fall asleep.
I sleep by choice, not because I have
You
to.
told me you sleep because you're bored.
Well, I was. Once I program once I get everything set for the ship and we hit,
Well,
I
here's
hit the
something to
go-go
keep
button.
you occupied.
Okay. All right.
Oh, yikes.
Just gave him a woman to occupy him.
Kaio has walked away by this point.
That's fine.
Obviously
You could
unnecessary.
have just gotten me a Stellar Sudoku book.
Corral walks away at that point.
Sudoku
I like
book?
maths.
Go to the common area. Where did you go?
And I go over the comment. A1 report to the cockpit.
I am going to go back to the surgery bay because I am now officially unneeded again.
Nice. A1 rolls up to the cockpit. Yes.
Shut the door.
He slams it.
Do I need to get the belt? He shuts the door.
So I'm going to make this brief.
Okay.
Instead of spending time talking to the stowaways, the first thing you do is let someone know there are stowaways.
Okay. Anything else?
Is that clear?
Yes. I will tell somebody.
On this crew.
All right.
That's not you.
I will tell you.
That's probably a good idea. Actually, you can tell Kaio because he's our new security officer.
Oh, okay. A promotion.
No, it's not.
Do you need some new forms?
From the gunnery bay, like the. No, you're in the med bay. You're not in the gunnery
I'm
bay.
in the med bay. Sorry, I was.
Although it would be funny if it was from the floor plate below us.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. I will tell you or Kaio.
It's just something we need to make sure that we're as secure as we can be, and this goes back to communication with people on the ship, right?
Okay.
You're communicating with the smugglers or with the stowaways, and that's well and good. But at the same time, it was more important that we knew they were there than you knew what their names were.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks. Go ahead and see if Corell's got anything for you.
Okay. He finds you.
I'm in the common area talking to Jenna and Tara, right?
Jana.
Jenna and Tara.
A1 rolls in, and Tara just kind of runs over to him and puts her arms around him, and he pops a couple little hands out, and they start playing like a little...
The extra hands.
You know, the little robot hands that he uses to fix things?
Oh, okay.
They're like they're playing
Manipulators.
like yeah, they're like...
I thought it was another hand out the top of the door.
No, they're like playing like patty cake or something, entertaining her.
So you stowed away because you think the Inquiry are coming after you?
Yes. Well, not me. I don't really have any skills that they'd want, but Tara does.
How long has she been force sensitive?
A couple of years ago. Is Tazi coming in too, or are you going to leave that up to...
Tazi is staying in the cockpit where he does not have to interact with these stowaways.
Or with anybody.
Or with anybody, yes.
Kind of reach. So Corel reaches out with the force towards the little girl. What can I tell?
She's force sensitive.
Okay. I mean, obviously I've seen her use like force jump, but okay.
It's very raw. It's very...
But she's not like projecting anything, or it's just kind of, it's an...
Happiness right now, just kind of a...
Okay. So she's content at the moment. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Make a perception check. Average.
2 successes and a threat.
Okay. The little girl makes no noise. Like, you can see her mouth move, but no giggling is coming out. There's no sound. And when she walks, she's very quiet, too. Which, you know, I mean, the quietness can be a force thing.
Okay. But she talked before, didn't she?
Nope.
No?
She made a lot of hand gestures and pointing at things.
Ah, okay. I didn't catch that. Sorry. I'll look at Jenna. It's like, did she speak, or?
No, she used to.
What happened?
We were attacked. My husband and I, well, former husband and I we've never had a lot of luck. We came home to some people robbing our house, and there was a fight, and he was killed, and her abilities came out, and she never talked after that.
When you say her abilities came out, did she do something?
She pushed them both out a window, and they fell. 10 stories.
Ouch. Okay, well, reassuring news. We're not going to push you out of the ship.
Thank you.
We're going to take you to someplace hopefully where you'll be safe.
Thank you.
All I ask is just, can you stay in this area? You know, there's food, drink. If you need anything, just hit the comm and ask for myself or A1.
Okay. Thank you.
So Corel kind of backs up and then stops where the girl and A1 is.
Mm-hmm. They're playing. I mean, A1's making noise, and...
Yeah, she kneels down next to the girl and just... I'm trying to do something different with the force. I don't even know if there's a rule for it. So she's kind of trying, like, wrap the girl in, like, sort of a battle meditation to see if she can see if the girl realizes that someone's sensing her. Like, I can sense her, but I want to see if she senses me back.
Okay. Yeah, you can tell she does. She turns and looks at you and just wraps her arms around you and gives you a big hug.
Yeah, I know how it goes. We're going to keep you safe.
She nods her head and climbs on top of A1, and he starts riding around.
All right. I'm going to go find Kaio then.
Okay. You find him in the surgical bay.
Are you done with the spanner?
Oh, yeah. No, it's over there on the counter.
Okay. Walk over and pick it up. It's like... So, it looks like the girl's been force sensitive for a couple years. It awoke when their family was being robbed, and she pushed the assailants after they killed her father out a 10-story window.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
No.
I thought usually after force sensitivity happened, like a Jedi usually shows up and does like the like
separatist planet. Yeah, not a lot of Jedi. They can't be everywhere. So
yeah, fair enough.
I think if we take them to see Raze, that's probably the best for her. She doesn't even speak.
Oh yeah, no, we definitely can't do anything for her. That's.
But if they're tracking force sensitives,
we're like a bacon now.
Yes, very much so. Although she's very, very well wrapped. You can't even hear her walking.
Oh, that's good though. I mean, maybe she's like blocking herself or something. I don't know.
Could be.
Inherently, I don't know. I'm just saying.
I don't know if there's anything that can do that.
Well, I do know, like, I had some Jedi friends that were able to, like, not mask themselves, but kind of, like, decrease their presence, as it were. But, I mean, I don't know how that all works. I
never got to that part of it, So Krallet just kind of stands there awkwardly for a minute.
You guys kind of finish up that conversation, and then
Yeah, thanks for letting us finish up that conversation.
Appreciate you.
A1 rolls in as you guys are
finished
wrapping
now.
up, and he's got the girl on his top, and they come in the ear, and he's like, hi.
Hello, A1.
And
A1?
she jumps off, and Force jumps off and lands on the table, and he's like, she needs exercise.
All right. Let's do push-ups.
I don't think that's what she wants to do.
What do you want to do, little one?
She's jumping off the walls, and
This seems dangerous.
it not only that, but for Krallet, it's like, that's odd. She's young. How does she know how to control her powers that well?
I guess I could put up like some padding, and she could just fall.
Well, she doesn't need it. She's
Awesome.
doing just fine.
Kaio just stands there, I guess, and
She'll climb up on you a little bit, jump off you. She's 5. She's doing what 5-year-olds do. A couple hours pass.
she's jumping around like a crazy monkey.
Yeah, she jumps around. She has a good time.
Is she sleepy yet?
I could always.
After a few hours,
I could whip up something to make it a little bit sleepy.
I think that's a
You
good
are not
idea.
going to.
No, do not drug the
you are
child.
not going to trank the kid.
All right, listen. All right, thank you.
A few hours later, you guys all smell food being cooked. It's not Kaio cooking.
Kaio, what are you making?
I'm not. I'm in the surgery bay still.
I know. I'm
delicious.
standing right next
it
to you.
does. It smells good. I rolled.
Yeah, it's not Kale cooking.
Whoa.
Hey,
okay,
that's
okay.
that's
I
a lot
didn't say
hard.
Kaio
Hold on.
All I'm saying is he didn't
This is
cook this
this
one.
like what is with you and assuming that Kaio cooks badly?
I would assume that Tazi thinks she'd probably cook badly because you probably learned to cook in the military.
They
And the military,
great.
the military is not about flavor. The military is about efficiency.
That's not totally true. There's some flavor.
I'm just
It's
saying.
not the Navy, okay?
I'm just saying. It's not the name. Well, I'm just saying.
We're not on a
and
ship.
Janice cooked a nice meal.
It's a 4-course meal with all of your favorites, chicken bits and
unrecognizable pieces of
Well,
bantha.
bantha and
so she makes a nice dinner. She's
Awesome.
She's very pleasant. Very
So before you were a stripper,
yes.
it seemed like you were
Isn't
kind
the
of a,
term exotic dancer?
Tazi had grabbed a plate and was getting ready to walk back to the cockpit, but as soon as that conversation started, Tazi turned right back around and sat down on the couch.
What'd you do?
I was married. My husband was a security officer.
Oh, what on Randon?
Not on Rusan.
On Rusan, sorry.
Kaio is our new security officer.
I am. Yes.
Congratulations.
Thanks. It just happened because of, well, no offense to you guys.
I understand.
Didn't really have. Although the last time we got into the ship, there were things on the ship last time too. But anyway, neither here nor there. No, literally every time we come back to the ship, there's been someone on or really close on our ship. Anyway, yeah, no.
This is why we need a security officer.
Got it.
I think we cleared all that up last
Sorry,
time we met.
I was just going through and realizing how necessary my job was.
A1 says yes.
Way more important than tapping on things with spanners.
Yeah. He looks away.
Kaio just shoots a glance right at A1.
He looks away.
Anyway, so this meal looks delicious. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm glad I don't have to
Thank
cook
you.
tonight.
You're welcome. That's the least I could do. Where are we going?
Well, we're going to a Republic blockade.
Okay.
We're going to introduce you to some people that can assist you in taking care of your daughter and her needs.
She looks a little worried. What kind of people?
The people who do that stuff. They're usually called Jedi.
Do we have to?
I'd rather not have giant turtle aliens following me around.
They'll be able to protect you much better than we can.
But then we have to live by their rules.
Well, you have a lot of hard choices to make. One of them is how important is your daughter's life? Because rules might keep her alive.
Okay. I have done a lot for her.
And you'll do more.
She looks really confused by that statement. Like now?
No, he doesn't mean
No.
no.
If Tazi could look a little embarrassed, he actually would, because that he didn't realize how bad that sounded when he said it.
right underneath his like giant bulbous eyes, his is your skin blue or gray?
It's like a grayish blue.
It just turns absolutely pink. Just tiny, two little tiny
Almost
circles.
almost like 2 spots of rouge.
yeah. But like perfectly set.
Yeah,
like they're
Perfectly
like-
circular.
Perfectly circular. No. All I mean by that is that, as she grows, you'll make more sacrifices for her to make sure that she has what she needs. The whole parenting thing.
Okay.
Just that,
All right.
we are not in a position to offer you protection from these things. We barely made it through ourselves. And I'm sorry, but I do not want to take responsibility for keeping your daughter alive
I understand.
against these things.
I understand.
The Jedi can offer that type of protection.
I understand.
This is delicious, by the way.
Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Is Krell there eating?
No, she probably hadn't shown up yet.
Okay. Tazi, I'm assuming you finish your meal, and
Oh yeah.
KO, are you going to stay here and talk, or are you going to...
Sure, I'll make small talk.
Okay. You find she's very pleasant. She's very...
Normal.
Yeah. She basically, long story short, she tells you when her husband died, nobody helped him, and the only job she could find is the one you found her doing. And she wasn't proud of it, but she will tell you she's mostly a server. She only got on the stage when she had to.
When money got real tight.
You learn that pretty much
Yeah.
from her, that a lot of sad stripper stories. I'm not
Every-
sure how many KO's heard. I'm
Every
just saying.
sad stripper story that KO's ever heard.
It's either that or they're putting themselves through school.
Yeah, that's what they claim.
Yeah. I'm assuming Krell comes in a little later.
Yeah.
As soon as you walk in, Tara runs over and gives you a big hug.
Okay.
Looks like somebody has a little friend. Uh-huh.
Karel kind of awkwardly drops to one knee and hugs her back, and then picks her up and takes her over to the table to get food.
She's serving you food, and she's very happy and excited.
Okay.
KO's just having just kick back, relaxing, not really concerned with.
This
how
is
that
very good.
necessary.
Do you cook professionally?
No, I just like to cook.
Oh, you should give KO some tips. Although he is a whiz with mentha milk.
Tea.
I don't want to cook for any of these people anymore.
Oh, I can cook.
You said you didn't want to cook for us anymore. Remember, we
That's
thought
what I
about
said.
getting Jenny the Wookiee, and then you got all
No, I know.
upset
I didn't
about
want
that.
Jenny the Wookiee hanging around.
Well, either you want to cook for us or you don't. I mean,
Well, with the attitude that you all have about it, I don't want to cook for you.
I'm attempting to help you broaden your horizons.
All right, whatever. I just started drinking.
While you're sitting there getting your food, Krell, Tara's like running around, doing everything she can to make sure you're taken care of.
Okay. Feeling a little awkward about that. Carl doesn't do well with kids.
Yep.
So
Nobody
or
does all
anybody,
kids.
really. So
You did pick up the 5-year-old as though she was dirty everywhere except for the 2 places you were touching.
you're lucky I didn't just force pick her up for like the collar.
Then she would have force picked you up, and it would have been this weird thing.
Jan looks and goes, she likes you.
She's a very nice young lady.
She doesn't know her. Tea.
And she hasn't had time to become rude and jaded like other people.
Like Corel.
Hopefully she
She's got 2 thumbs and is rude and jaded. This guy.
Truth.
I don't know if they're thumbs, but they look like thumbs.
Those ribbon things on his hands.
No, they're thumbs. They came with a flight suit.
Yes, they came with the flight suit.
Don't know if anything's in them, but
I don't know. You could have KO stick his hands in there and find out.
No,
not again, not again.
We're not doing that again.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk to her about, or
Not especially.
Not
No.
really. Yeah, no.
I mean, then
Thanks for the grub.
the meal goes. I mean, the meal's fine. The rest of your trip is fairly.
Tazi out. Tazi puts his plate on the table, then goes out back to the cockpit.
And then
He's asleep before he gets there.
falls asleep at the gunnery bay.
You hear a light thud in the hallway, and you see Tazi slumped down the side panel.
Wow.
He's not that narcolepsy. I mean,
I'm following him, and I just pick him up, and I take him into the cockpit and set him in his chair, prop his feet up.
Hands are soft.
Oh boy.
All right, the rest of the journey is pretty uneventful.
I try to talk to her.
So talk to her.
No, well, again, the problem is I don't know. Yeah, no, never mind. I'm good. I don't want to talk to her. I don't want her to have any hope of staying on the ship. Oh, I feel bad now.
Like I said, unless there's anything else you guys want to do on the trip, you guys make it to the blockade.
we come out of hyperspace.
Yep, you're right over, not right over, right near the blockade.
Well,
Can't come out of
this is our.
hyperspace
I was
too
going to
close.
say we've made our 2 jumps our turnarounds, basically.
Yep.
I'll signal the blockade.
They
Try and get landing clearance.
Yep. They give you clearance. I can't do Wookiee sounds.
Use
so.
the code the Jedi the Raze sent us. Let them know we want to see him.
They let you in. You dock.
Right.
Same place you docked last time.
I don't leave the ship.
Can you stay and watch Jenna? And,
Yeah.
okay,
That's fine.
Thanks.
Security officer, keep the ship secure.
Let's go.
What I'm doing.
No more stowaways.
I'm
I
gonna
think
find
Raze
Raze
is
so
going to
one
meet
of
us
the things
outside
is
the
like,
ship.
so here's a question for you as
probably have to go to him.
what would I need to do? Like when I get on the ship, if I want to do like a search for humankind.
Perception check.
Just to like, okay, all right, this is gonna be bad, guys. We're gonna have stowaways all the time.
You could probably use sensors to do most of the general search, and the compartments that the people would be hiding in.
That's true. So no perception checks.
You can describe what you're doing.
You can
or
literally
just make a
lift the
perception
grate.
check.
You can lift the grate and move and be like, "Nope, nobody in there."
Nobody in this here pouch.
Poke in there with the poking stick you've got and see if there's.
I get out Stellar Monopoly and I start playing with Jana and Tara.
Okay. They play Candyland with you.
Wouldn't you want to play like Stellar Shoots and Ladders?
Stellar
Yeah.
Shoots and Ladders. That's what I mean. She's
Okay.
5.
So we're Tazi and Karel are disembarking from the ship.
Are you taking A1 or are you telling him to stay here?
I didn't give A1 specific orders this time
Okay.
because that's not
Then he'll follow you. He'll roll out
okay.
with
That's
you.
fine.
He'll roll along, partially because he's afraid he's going to get yelled at if he does something wrong again.
We had a stern
he
we had a
should.
stern talking to. He didn't get yelled at.
Yeah.
Tazi didn't really yell.
Yeah.
I'm very. It wasn't like I'm very disappointed in you, A1.
You guys are, I mean, obviously, as soon as the doors open, you're greeted by a Wookiee guard. Nobody you recognize. They escort you to a conference room. The same one you were in before.
This looks like you're eerily familiar.
At least they didn't split us up.
Not yet. After a couple minutes, the doors open and a Chiss walks in. 6'2", about 180 pounds. You clearly see he's wearing a Jedi outfit. He's got a lightsaber right there. Gentlemen, I am Jedi Thal Sereno. Master Raze is no longer here. I have been stationed here. How can I help you?
Well, Master Raze,
Tazi looks to Karel as if like
we
this
have
is your show.
What's the protocol?
we have some information that Jedi Raze was asking us for, and some rather disturbing information and a problem to drop in your lap. Which would you like first?
Please fill me in on the information you have.
You're familiar. This is, you know who we are, I assume. This is
Yes.
okay. Well, first of all, as you know, we've spent a lot of time over the past month working in separatist space with the planets Rusan and Randon, Senator Rafe, and his companion Tassar.
I am familiar.
She is a very strong proponent in what she calls the living force and the fact that Jedi training is very restrictive and emotions are powerful. I don't know if she is Sith or not. That is the thought, but I've seen her do many things. She wields a force pike with very deadly accuracy. She also has this very strong mind when it comes to the kinetics. I've seen her separate a room full of people with just a gesture.
Interesting.
Senator Rafe is, well,
A jerk.
Politicians.
yes, he is basically leading a very strong movement to break away from the Republic towards more of a centralized, localized government.
He has made his views very public.
Yes, and you might have actually caught an accidental video stream that
He tried to use us as focal points for his movement.
Oh yes, it was a very nice video of you and your droid and the feet of one of
I think those are my feet.
probably.
Nonetheless, one of the last things they did before we left was to they wanted us to be mouthpieces for their movement, which we are very uncomfortable doing.
We
Obviously.
said no.
That's good to hear.
But
What
we
are
found
their plans?
they are going to. We don't know a lot about their plans. They're going to expand and try and gain more popular support in order to possibly form some sort of new galactic empire.
They wanted us to travel and speak out about the current activities of the Senate and
How long it takes things to get done.
How long,
etc.
the bureaucratic red tape and all those types of things that they they're saying are causing problems and causing the government to be ineffective. They wanted us to be those people, and we certainly told them no.
Cuts over to Kaio while he's playing Shoots and Ladders, and in Kaio's head he goes, man, I sure hope they're paranoid like I am and not just give all the information to somebody who's asking for it. Man, whatever. They're smart.
Not to mention the Yinkori attacks on Rusan and Rendon apparently are my fault.
How so?
Apparently there is some sort of, I wouldn't say a cabal, but there are people who are searching out Force sensitives.
No, I like Cabal. That works. Use Cabal. We'll call it the Cabal of the Unseen.
Okay.
I kind of like that, actually. Basically giving them lists of people who are Force sensitive or have Force training and sending the Yinkori after them. We have a lead on where one of those such people are, and that has actually led us back to here because somebody who knows something about that is purportedly on Kashyyk.
Oh, fabulous. So you plan on going down there?
Yes. However, that also brings us to the problem I need to drop in your lap.
Getting there?
No. We had a stowaway.
And
A woman that we had met on planet before has a daughter.
Talk about dropping something in your lap.
Has a daughter, and
Okay.
she is very strong in the Force. Her powers seem to have come very quickly after her father was killed in front of her. She actually used the Force to throw her assailants out a 10-story window. Ever since then, she has been speaking, and her mother had to get her away because they believe the Yinkori will come after her.
So who's been training her now?
I don't know.
But somebody has to be teaching her.
It could have
Otherwise, her powers would go out of control.
It could have been Tassar for all I know. She was the only other Force user I knew. The child seems very well adjusted, apart from not speaking or making a sound when she walks.
She is very quiet.
But it's nothing we can take care of. I think it'd be better if you or the Jedi Council could. She might make a good Padawan.
It's possible. It would really depend upon what training she's had. She'd have to have some, or her powers would go out of control.
I don't think she's had any training.
Did you ask?
I did not. She's only 5. It seems.
And again, the child doesn't speak.
But the mother does.
Yes. She can sense when other Force users are by, though.
Interesting.
So we would like her to at least bring her.
Interesting.
We would like to bring her to you. So
I would definitely like to meet her.
we can make that happen at your convenience.
At that moment, Tazi pops his comm. Kaio, will you escort our guests?
Or now. Now
Down the
might be
ramp.
a good time.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Anyway, we exit the ship. I shut it. I boop, boop on the way up the ramp because taking my duties as a security officer
Again.
is serious.
My apologies, Mr. Jedi. I did not catch your name.
Thal.
Thal. Thal, if you could follow us out to the landing ramp, we'll introduce you to our
Yes,
guests.
very well. I'm just waiting for you.
Tazi walks out.
He follows you guys down there. You guys get there. And, you meet part way.
Who's this?
You see a
This
big chiss Jedi there.
This is Jedi Master Thal. Thal? Yeah.
Hey,
Not Thrall, different.
Thall.
yeah,
Thal.
we know this guy.
Yes, he's taken over for Master Raze.
Jeez.
He walks over and he looks at the girl who she hides behind her mom.
See, all right, I'm with this one. I don't like this guy. Did he even like? Where's Ray? Where's Ray?
Kaio, down.
Raise.
Ray's. That's what I said. Where is he at?
He's no longer here.
Did we get a message from him? He said to talk to him. Did he say, "Hey, I'm not going to be there anymore. Talk to this other guy"?
I stare at Kaio for like 5 seconds of silence and just kneels down next to near the girl.
Tara.
You can talk to him. He's okay.
I don't.
She shakes her head no.
I'm with a little girl. She didn't believe me that I was a Jedi, and now
You're not a Jedi. I keep telling you that.
Shush! Listen. Now she doesn't like new guy. New guy rolls up. You're just like, here, have this little girl. We don't even know this guy.
I reach out with my 4 senses to see if I can tell why she doesn't like him, why she doesn't trust him.
She just seems scared of him.
Paranoia.
He is a Jedi Master. He will not hurt you.
She just keeps shaking her head.
I look up at him and it's like,
Children aren't my specialty.
Apparently.
Do you have somebody else we could talk to?
I kind of give him the look. It's like,
Wookiees.
I know what you mean.
Well, we know the Wookiees.
Actually, that is a brilliant idea. Krell grabs her comm unit and kind of takes a couple steps away.
Are you calling who I think
Yes,
you're calling?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I walk away.
You
walk away, you don't even know.
I do too.
No, you don't.
Oh, I do.
You will know.
I walk away.
Okay.
Just as Jenny walks onto
That's
the
right.
flight
I
deck,
walk away.
you walk right into it.
Unfortunately,
I walk away
no,
to my ship.
no, you don't because the ramp is up because you put the ramp up.
I'm walking and turning the ramp down.
I have the remote.
I have the remote.
Jenny comes running up.
Hello, Jenny. Would you like to meet 2 new friends of ours?
Did she say yes?
You speak Wookiee. Everybody speaks Wookiee. Common and Wookiee.
This is Jenna and Tara. They are
Tazi does not speak Wookiee.
Oh, all right.
they caught a ride with us back, and she seems very, very worried about strangers.
Basically, she agrees to help her.
Could you maybe help get them something to eat? Thank you. Tara, would you go with my friend Jenny here? She'll get you some food.
Tara shakes her head yes. Her mom.
See, she's a good judge of character.
Gianna, the mom, goes, thank you, I think.
No. It's, they should be fine. Jenny's a nice Wookiee.
You can go with her.
Would
Are
you go?
Are you here? I thought Kaio left.
No, I couldn't leave. They were all.
Oh, then Jenny
Jenna.
gives you a big hug.
Jana, go with your daughter.
I just pat Jenny on the head. I am
Scratch
not
it.
hugging her back.
Scratch her behind the ear.
Nope. Just
I'm sorry. Do you speak? You don't speak Wookiee?
Shriwook.
Who are you asking?
Jana.
Oh, I understand.
Okay, she looked confused. That's why I wasn't sure if she.
No,
Because
the Wookiees are brave. They'll keep us safe.
right. No, yeah, they will. Especially this one. Jenny, get off of me. It's fine. No, Jenny. Just take the young lady and the little girl. No, listen, Jenny.
Jenny leads them off.
I'm not going.
As they leave, Gianna leans over and whispers to Krell, please don't leave her with the Jedi.
I walk with them a little bit. It's like, why not?
Because they'll twist her to their means and what they want.
Who has told you?
The Jedi, they'll turn her into something she doesn't need to be.
Who's been telling you this?
Her teacher,
Who is her teacher?
Tassar?
That explains a lot. Okay, I stop her for a second. Look, do you trust me?
Yes?
I was trained by the Jedi.
Why?
Because they're not.
Because they're not what Tassar says they are.
Well, but Tassar says you can be great. Why would you stay here with them?
Not everything Tassar says is accurate. There are different points of view. She believes in power and strength and emotion, and I prefer to view things a little calmer. I'm not very good at it, mind you, but it's
Maybe that's because you don't believe him.
a methodology.
Okay.
They won't twist her to do anything, but they will help her gain perspective and focus, if that's what she wants.
You'd have to ask her.
I am not part of the Jedi anymore because I did not fit in quite right. But they did not force me to do anything.
Okay.
They won't force your daughter to do anything either.
I'll take your word for it.
All right. I'll be along a little bit. Go have some dinner with Jenny.
I will. Thank
And
you.
try not to mention Kaio's name around her too much. It's kind of an open wound.
Around Jenny?
Jenny really likes him.
Why?
He's a nice guy. He's just a little childish.
She says, okay. Thank you. I will.
And come back to the group. It's like, so, interesting tidbit. Guess who trained the girl?
The Jedi's still right there.
I know.
That's right.
Okay, so you tell him too?
No. If she says
Are
it's
you,
enough, then yeah.
are you
Is
listening?
this a private conversation?
No,
or
it's
are
not
we-
a private
Okay.
conversation. I'm
All right,
there.
all right.
So you were saying we're out of it. I was just trying to do my
I'm-
best.
I'm
Still
curious
see.
now.
It didn't work out.
I
You were
know.
gonna say?
This is me telling everybody at once. I was just using a conversational
has
question
a
to
fun-
generate.
She has a fun fact for
Interest.
us all. Who was her teacher?
That's his way of saying Tassar. And he would be right.
Oh, look at that. She's everywhere. we want to
Apparently,
be,
the reason
like
she is
Stella
so
Express.
nervous around you is she feels that she's been taught that the Jedi way of doing things is a warping perspective of what is true. That the emotions are the power or the way to harness the Force. Which is one way of doing it. It's just not the way it should be done.
That is unfortunate for her. Perhaps I can teach you the right way.
I don't know if it's going to be you, bub.
I don't think it's going to be you.
Well, maybe not me.
She doesn't seem like a fan of you.
Yeah.
Rough, you know?
Well, there's a...
Who is she a fan of?
We don't
A1,
know.
A1 pops his hand up and kind of waves.
A1, she likes me enough.
She likes him, likes you.
Yeah, she likes Krell.
Yes.
She likes
There's-
Jenny.
I'm pretty much a non-entity.
Yeah, pretty much he's asexual and also kind of No,
The big eyes freak kids out.
they do. Look, look into his eyes. If you look into his eyes, it's almost looking at the nothingness of space. It's a little frightening, actually. Go ahead, look at him.
You share a little too much.
For somebody as paranoid as he is, you'd think so. That'd be a little odd.
That's nothing. I mean, it's just.
you
that's
just-
just
No,
a-
but he shares what he shares is mostly pointless. That's not an insult. That's just
true random minutia.
That's true. So,
It's actually a defense mechanism.
fair enough.
so you apparently scare him too.
Have you looked at him?
Yeah, he's blue. I've seen a lot of blue people.
What's wrong with blue people?
Nothing's wrong with blue people.
He's got red eyes. I have red eyes.
Those are red. Well, they're a little bloodshot.
No, it's 100% red.
It's pretty red.
Those are his. Yeah, those are red.
But, okay, he's
They're
right
like
here.
Red lag.
He's
bright
right.
lights.
I am so sorry that.
I've been warned about your crew's habits.
I've been warned about your habits
Warned
too,
or informed?
mister.
Oh, I can't
Informed would be a better
those.
word. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think warned is probably more accurate, but you know.
Oh, we just suck up to the new teacher.
I'm not your. Well, so
What happened to Raze?
we don't know.
What do you mean you don't
I don't
know?
like that answer.
I don't like that answer either.
Neither do I.
What?
He left, disappeared, however you want to term it, shortly after you guys left.
Where was he going?
We don't know.
Oh, okay, so here's my question. How in the world, when he left in a ship, that someone didn't go, hey, Jedi, where you going?
The systems went down for a short while, and he was not
Oh, good.
here when they came
He's
back
the
up.
evil one.
So I'm going to ask a protocol question here.
Okay.
If he sent us on a mission
Mm-hmm.
and he disappeared, why did no one contact us to let us know that occurred, that our contact had changed?
Right. True
It
story.
seems a bit...
He looks at you and smiles. What mission? A Redemption podcast is played using the Star Wars role-playing system by Fantasy Flight Games and Lucas Books. Please interact with us on social media, Facebook and Twitter @RedemptionPod, Instagram @RedemptionPodcast. Visit our website, redemptionpodcast.com. Please leave us a review on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, or whatever other podcatcher you use. This will help people find us. And if you like us, please consider using Patreon. Our Patreon is patreon.com/redemption. Until next time.